fastball on the show, and it's coming up next. Fletcher Baker, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Yeah, you can take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Turley has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Blanco on second. Gilbert is over at first with 1 away. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to feed it into the ground.
Very weakly on the ground. Another full count pitch home. Popped him up. Tejera over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team. Digging in now, Harold Davis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Swing and a little blooper to center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Standing in, Michael Gerald. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Levin is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Craig Medrano stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. If you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Popped straight up. Estrada has a play, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. Birmingham leads this thing 3-1. So striding in, Harold Davis. He singled his last time up.
Harold Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Ground ball left side, and they'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Barons are out in front here, 5-1. Now at the plate, Harold Davis.
Designated hitter.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
The 3-0 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
At the plate, Greg Medrano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Davis over at second. Gerald on at first with 2 down. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
At the plate, Buford Sanchez. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-5 tonight's final. Birmingham hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Brad Goldberg claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jimmy Moses. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues. Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Davis. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video. You try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And he'll be back in standing up. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Harold Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Now at the plate, Quentin Doby. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Baseman. Quentin Doby.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. Ready for another chance. Harold Davis. He singled his last time up.
Davis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
0-1 count. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Ready for another shot now. Quentin Doby. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Doby.
Popped up. Cordero on the move. 1 out.
Yeah, messed up. Oh, I'm saying.
Is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play. Ready once again, Alexis Gonzalez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. This one's flared off to the right side. Girard sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay.
Oh, that's me. I'm goofing off.
Now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that.
Goofing off.
So digging in now, Harold Davis. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat, a little bouncer. Harold stands at first with 1 out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. So here's the thing. When we reach the age of 30, our testosterone levels decrease naturally 1 to 2%. Line towards center field. A dive
go,
him out in center, and this could rise up tomorrow.
Go.
Farrell is on his way home. And the runner will score from first. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside to Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask. Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
4-0 to score tonight. The Birmingham Barons took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Chris Beck earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Joel Cruz was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Joe Rivers was a comedian who joked about the show, quote-unquote, trending during a live interview.
Fans are finalizing. First with Victoria Barons. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the lookout, no runs. 3 hits. No errors.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Digging in, Harold Davis. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season. No doubt about that. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Still 1-2. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Popped him up. Will retire the side. Still 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Harold Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Can't start any better. So striding forward now, Harold Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. As a look, now the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
And that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that. Good forcing fastball, breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground. And you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out. It just wasn't meant to be.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Digging in, John Gilbert.
34, John Gilbert.
Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, they went to the pen because they liked the matchup, and what does he do? He walks the first guy he faces to bring in a run, so much for that strategy. Makes you wonder if they'll turn to him again next time in this situation.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no error. Leading off the inning, Harold Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
So we got the one that got really captured last night.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Should have missed me. Can you keep a secret?
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Gerard is there. 5-2, the final score tonight. Chattanooga jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Digging in the switch hitter, Harold Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
From the belt, the pitch. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Blanco, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McMahon is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Settling in now, Harold Davis, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Davis.
First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little.
Missed with a slider.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling calls.
At the plate, Harold Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Davis.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Now batting, Alexis Gonzalez.
Number 33, Alexis Gonzalez.
And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll dive back in. Davis aboard here at first with nobody out. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Now at the plate, John Gilbert, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Striding into the box, Buford Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. If you know.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Into the box now, Harold Davis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. From the belt, the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Farrell at third with 2 away.
No.
1 and 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Someone said that earlier.
Popped him up. Tavares is there, and the side is retired. So 1 run here. Stepping in, Harold Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. For the current campaign, Davis is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his head up, and it's into right field. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 9-5 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Alexis Gonzalez, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. A bullet to first base. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Chattanooga Lookouts jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Felipe Villarreal wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Welcome to MLB. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Harold Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement. That is particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Coming to the plate now, Craig Medrano. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Here now the 2-2. Softly hit out to short. 1 there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Lookouts lead it 5-1. So stepping in, Harold Davis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 17 for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Now at the plate, Harold Davis. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. So 1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Taveras goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired, 2 down. 11-4 at the end of this affair. The Lookouts jumped out to an early lead.
The crash? 1947 UFO crash.
What are you, Max?
You already know the legend, but 50 years after the incident in 1997, I woke up in here, in one of those. Michael and Isabel too. We had no memories or rudimentary skills, just each other. All in one truck we found us, naked, we wandering in the desert. Our parents adopted Isabel and me, but Michael was harder to place. He ended up in foster care. And we just assimilated. Swore to keep our secret.
You're telling me you're an alien?
I know it sounds crazy.
I spent the last 2 days thinking that I need to have myself committed. This is better than that. I mean, your squamous epithelial cells are not human.
Of course you stole my cells.
Magical healing does not make sense to me. DNA does.
You know, it's the science that scares us the most. We've always been terrified. They put us in a lab, I don't know, cut us up, experiment. Nothing is
The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well.
I promise you.
From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge.
Very proud of you when you went to med school. My family had long been in the business of keeping people safe. This entire planet.
Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business.
Bad news has been sensed. That good news 50-50 are going home. Interviews Justin Brooks tomorrow on KTLA 5.